everybody, welcome back to the kitchen table. This is Bad or Bad Bite Size, and today it's all about Mr. Strange.
That's Doctor
Strange. And to give us a director, go.
Scott Derrickson.
What has that bloke done?
He has done a lot of horror movies. Hellraiser, Exorcist of Emily Rose, The Day the Earth Stood Still. Not a horror movie, but not a good one either. Sinister, never heard that. It's good.
Mm-hmm.
Delivers from Evil, and this
Mr. Strange.
This gem. Yep.
Yeah. And cast, that would be me.
That's all you.
That would be it. Man.
Let's see if you can pronounce your names right. Or let's see if you can operate
I was gonna
device correctly.
Benedict Cumberbatch. Damn it. Choodle. Ejiofor.
Ejiofor.
I could do the last one.
Ejiofor.
Rachel McAdams, Benedict Wong, Mads Mikkelsen, Tilda Swinton, and I'm just gonna put in Benjamin Bratt. Let me also add that Scott Adkins is in this movie. He is the henchman of Mads Mikkelsen's character, and I could tell it's him because he has the same moves in every martial arts movie. But that's just me. And one sentence synopsis goes to you.
Whoa, oh, it's magic. Released by the pilots in 1974. If you watch the movie, you'll understand why that works.
Inside joke. But then, watch the movie. This is okay.
Watch the movie.
I'm getting out of it. Synopsis is, Benedict Cumberbatch's Stephen Strange is basically a neurosurgeon. Basically, a neurosurgeon in New York City, high-class neurosurgeon. He is a rich dude.
Ballin'.
A lot of ego, pompous, that type.
Jackassery.
Okay.
Okay.
And then, apparently, since neurosurgeons have hands that are like their craft and their lifeblood, he loses them. Which, at the point, he has to find a way to get them back.
Correct.
Hence, puts him on this journey to Nepal, where he learns from Tilda Swinton's character, who was the ancient one, and then that's where we're going to leave it at. So,
the journey.
I'm looking at the wrong people. Good stuff.
Good points.
Good point. Good points. How did I do that before?
The good points, eh?
Okay, let's get to the good points. The bad plus the bing. Good point for me is that Udi's going first.
Good point for me is that Leon's going first. No, I'm just kidding. No, what I did enjoy from the movie was, I for better or for worse, Cumberbatch's performance is fairly good. I enjoyed it. It's a good movie. I did like visually what they did with it. A lot of the bending and the stuff with the buildings and things like that.
The Inceptionist?
The Inception, I didn't want to say it, but yeah, it has an Inception vibe, but it takes it to here. Here's Inception, they go here with it. So that was great to watch. So those are the two takeaways. I enjoyed both of those.
Yeah, it was great visually. I actually appreciated it. It made me feel like that feeling that I had when I first seen The Matrix and Trinity ran up the wall, camera paused, and it just panned around her. That was awesome. I can't really add much to your good points and your performance points. Yeah, I really can't, because that was just the main thing.
That's really it.
The trailers were all talking about how, we're all showing all these special effects, so I pretty much took it as a special effects movie.
Yep, and
nothing more, which I'll get into in the other part section. All right. Can I think of one more good thing that had? No. Okay, let's get to the bad parts, the womps, the brrr.
That
bad part.
You're gonna go first?
There's only one really glaring bad thing.
Well, we may have a few. Go.
Okay.
Go. No, you go first.
Comedy is forced in this movie.
Okay, so I was thinking that one. All right.
I have to go over that. Even though the director came from a horror background, the comedy just felt like it didn't match the tone of what the movie is. Or better yet, the movie didn't understand what it was trying to be for a sake. Or it could have been more like a tap you on the shoulder and be like, please add this in. That's what it felt like to me. Your thoughts?
A little bit. So I will agree with that. We did talk about that at length. The other thing I don't like, and we talked about this too, was the non-standalone vibe that we're getting from this movie. We compared it to Thor, or no, sorry. Well, I compared it to Thor. I had a Thor vibe feel going off of it.
Yeah.
But we compared it to like Guardians or like Iron Man. Both movies independently sitting at different points in the MCU, but feels like standalones. This one, for introducing the magic aspect into the MCU, doesn't feel like a true standalone. It feels like a stepping stone. So I wish we could have had more of a feeling and established that universe a lot better than what this did. This kind of went like, there we go.
Yeah, and it was stepping stone for reasons, not just because we think it's stepping stones.
Yeah, and I don't want to say why, but there's that one point in the movie, and I know what you're talking about, we're just like, yeah, that's why this whole movie exists.
Well, I mean, stepping stones for movies, when we're talking about the end outcome of what this whole Marvel thing is, they're moving towards Infinity Wars. So this movie is there to give you the plot devices to move that story forward, which means that we sacrifice characters and we sacrifice a genuine story that we care about. You could tell that this is a stepping stone because ultimately,
it really is.
You don't care very much at the end of it. You know, a good foundational movie is one that you will rewatch over again, and it's complete, and you feel like you were taken on this journey that made you feel like you didn't need to know anything else. This one, obviously, cliffhangers, but you know how Marvel does their whole cliffhanger thing. But the cliffhanger in a more wanting of a story, like padded out. You know, that's what these stepping stones are. Yeah. So to round it out, remind me again.
Do it.
There we go. Do it or meh.
Do it. Still, you need to do it.
Really?
I think. Well, the reason why I say do it is because at least if the payoff, it's one of those ones where since we know it's a stepping stone, if it pays off and feeds into it, then we're good. So I'd still go see it. It's still a good enough movie. You get a good action. You get a good magic and that kind of stuff. So it's good enough. Good enough for me.
Good enough.
Good enough. So that's why it's like, do it. I'm not like an overwhelming, like, oh my God, you need to go out. So go do it. It's worth it.
So I think I'm going to lean more towards do it because visually it is something to see. Now, if you didn't see it in 3D and you just saw it in a regular 2D, that's still fine because there's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on.
I don't think you really need the 3D.
It almost probably would have been too much.
Plus, I think we're kind of against 3D at this point.
We've gotten to that point. We've seen enough 3D movies.
And yeah, I'm just more leaning towards do it. But once you do it, then it's just kind of like it's over. Just that's it.
The rewatch value is.
It's like what's next.
Yep.
So 2 do-its, but reluctant do-its, I think.
Not a full enthusiastic like.
Yeah. Not a.
We're not there and get
not
it.
Not I have pom-poms and a cheerleader like I gotta go see this.
No.
But yeah, do it to see it. It's entertaining, at the least. It's a blockbuster movie in the month of November, which I don't know if that's even a good thing.
We shall see.
Okay. Until then, next up on the agenda is The Arrival, and hopefully that one's good.
It's getting good vibes. We shall see.
We'll find out.
Yep.
Anyway, I'm Leon. That's Udi. This is back to our roots when it was just us.
We'll get people back again. It just real world happens. It always happens. Sometimes we can. Stuff happens.
Yeah. This is how we started. Back to how it was.
That's right. Dynamic duo. Where's that game?
And until next time, we'll see you guys later.
See ya.